Hey everyone, thanks for watching. I've got here a Bulova Lunar Pilot in a PVD black finish. As you can see, I did a recent video about the polished steel finish version of this watch, and I've watched quite a number of reviews and read reviews about these watches, and a comment I came across several times was that the black PVD version of this watch wears smaller. As a person with a thinner wrist, I was definitely interested in that, and got an opportunity to try this on. And have to say I was thoroughly impressed. Obviously, it's the same dial as you find on the regular polished steel finish version of this watch. This is the no date version of this watch. There is a version with date, but that does not come available with a PVD finish case. The watch comes on a somewhat unusual leather strap. It's unusual because it's a two-piece strap, but it does have a piece that goes under the watch case like a NATO. I really don't know what was the idea behind that, but I don't think the strap deserves a lot of the criticism I have seen others give it. It's very soft, it's very pliable, and quite comfortable. It has Bulova, it's signed Bulova on one of the keepers and the buckle. I think that's a nice touch as well. Only critique I would say I would have for this strap is probably that due to the leather and the weight of this watch, I probably wouldn't use a leather strap in the summertime, especially on a watch which is this heavy, because I'd have to wear the strap pretty tight. For that reason, after trying this on, I immediately thought of putting this watch on a nylon Zulu or NATO strap, and I'll show that in a minute here. Just a point to remember, the stock leather strap was somewhat difficult to remove. Though it is soft, where the strap connects to the watch at the spring bar, the leather was quite difficult to compress, and the spring bar itself also was very strong, but somewhat difficult to compress. So something to keep in mind if you want to do that. So here I have a black and gray nylon strap. I think it looks really wonderful paired with this watch. It would look better, I think, if the keepers on the strap were also a black PVD finish, but I didn't have something like that on hand to try. But something I will definitely look to get, because it would really just be a perfect match with the watch. I think something about the design of this watch lends itself very much to nylon straps. It's very tool-like and substantial, and although the lugs are only 20 millimeter, if you have a strap that has some stiffness to it, most of the Zulus are a little thicker than the NATO style. I think that would work best in sort of keeping the watch on the wrist and not moving around too much. Here is that wonderful chrono function running again. It's really a joy to look at this watch and use it. They really did a wonderful job. Upon receiving this watch, I just out of curiosity went to see how much the Omega Speedmaster Dark Side of the Moon watches are going for, and used they pretty much start at 8,000, which is absolutely amazing. Makes the value that this watch presents amazing, I should say. I think it's arguably aesthetically just as nice, if not nicer, than the Omega, putting cost aside. Here's the Bulova next to a 41.5 millimeter Aquaterra. I just wanted to put them side by side to give you an idea of the size and how the PVD finish really helps make the watch look smaller to the eye. Now, for that reason, I think if I had to pick only one of these watches to have, I would stick with the PVD finish. Again, if you have a larger wrist, this is probably a non-issue for you. But for the many people who don't, I think the all-black finish really helps make the watch wear smaller. I'd really like to see this watch made in titanium or aluminum, one day. It could have the PVD finish, but just the titanium material. I think that would alleviate any weight issues as well, and really make the watch suitable for everyone, despite its size. Just maybe some wishful thinking, but you never know. Bulova seems to be somewhat responsive to customer feedback, or at least it seems that way. And maybe we'll see that if we're lucky. Tell me what you think. I'm curious to hear other people's thoughts about this watch, especially if you're not really into PVD watches. I would definitely suggest giving it a try. Thanks, and until next time.